Welcome to Tri-Valley Sports Final, your program for the best in local sports action. On this week's show, Cody Phillips is outstanding as the Granada Matadors take on Las Lomas in the North Coast Section Division IV football playoffs. AJ Carey helps lead the way as the Livermore Cowboys battle Camp Alindo in the NCS Division II playoffs. And the Katy Vale to Marin Lineca connection comes up big as the Granada girls flag football team takes on both Heritage and Las Lomas in the Division I playoffs. All that plus Foothill San Ramon Valley flag football and much more right here on Tri-Valley Sports Final. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. I'm Ian Bartholomew. On this week's show, we'll have action from the North Coast Section Girls Flag Football Playoffs featuring Granada and Foothill. We'll also have NCS Division IV football with Granada, but we start off with the Division II playoffs and the Livermore Cowboys. And to bring us that, it's my co-host, Tim Sabrandi.
Great. Thank you, Ian. And it's been quite a season for the Livermore High School football team. Cowboys recently clinched their first EBL championship since 1993 as they edged out Granada 15-13 in the season finale. Their 9-1 overall record helped them clinch the 8th seed in the NCS Division II playoffs. There, they had the opportunity to host top-seeded Camp Alindo in the first round. And we head on out to Cowboy Alley. There you see Livermore taking the field, ready to go. And we'll get things started right away. Mateo Lordi connecting with AJ Carey for a first down. Lordi again, this time finds Luke Medeiros, who works across the 40 for another Cowboy first down. Then Lordi finds AJ Carey again, this one 31 yards into the end zone for the score. 100 yards receiving on 6 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Big night for Carey. Camp Alindo, though, would answer back. Here we see Oliver Marin, 11-yard gain to the 16. Next, Micah Parka, bring it into the end zone. Camp Alindo taking the lead at that point, 7-6. Livermore responding again. Lordi looking, throws deep. CT Harper gets behind the defender, 21 yards into the end zone. He would finish with 107 yards receiving. Livermore up at this point, 12-7, and the dance team, they like what they see. But Campo would again respond. This time, quarterback Reed Hobus finds Everett Zellner, 15-yard touchdown. Camp Alindo on top at this point, 14-12. Next, we see Campo Parker, 12-yard run, and into the end zone is quarterback Reed Hobus, quarterback sneak, and he likes that one. Campo extends their lead at that point to 21-12. And they would go on to win a narrow one. You see the final score there. Cowboys rally, 16-point fourth quarter deficit, come within a 2-point conversion of tying the game in the final minute. Cougars, however, would get the stop and hold on for the win. Livermore sees their season end with the final record of 9-2 overall. Still an outstanding year for the Cowboys.
Yeah, really a great year. Undefeated EBAL champs, and they had 12 players make the All-EBAL squad, including the offensive MVP from the Valley Division, Mateo Lordi.
Yeah, Lordi is just outstanding. I mean, all season long, he was really the difference maker in a division that was really tight between Livermore, Granada, and Dublin. I think it was Lordi that helped give the Cowboys the edge and almost allowed them to pull off the win against top-seeded Camp Alindo. And
we are just getting started with football. Up next, we'll have more as Granada takes on Deer Valley in the Division IV playoffs. Plus, a little later, we'll see the Foothill girls flag football team take on San Ramon Valley. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. It's been another good year for the Granada football team. Last year's EBAL Valley Division champions qualified for the North Coast Section playoffs once again, earning the number 4 seed in Division 4. There, they hosted number 5 Deer Valley in the first round. We go out to Granada. Matadors head coach Brandon Black talking to Jack Badger. Pick it up in the third quarter. Granada trailing 7-0 when Badger takes it himself. He runs for a first down, a 17-yard gain to the Deer Valley 40. 3 plays later, 3rd and 6, Badger screens to Lane Curtin, who slips a couple of tackles and turns it upfield. Curtin races up the sideline, 37 yards for the touchdown. The extra point ties the game at 7. Matadors would also play outstanding defense. Here, Isaac Lopez and Noah Korndorfer team up on the tackle. Later in the quarter, Jason White and Seamus McGrail make the stop for another loss. Wolverines would attempt a field goal, but as a bad snap, Cooper Eason drills the holder. The ball rolls all the way out to the 43. Granada takes over on offense. Out of the Wildcat, Cody Phillips drags tacklers ahead for a first down to the 35. And that helps lead to this. A direct snap to Phillips. Badger and McGrail clear a path. Phillips does the rest, diving into the end zone. 13-yard touchdown. Matadors jump on top, 13-7. We move to the fourth quarter. Skylar Stewart, number 1, takes the snap and runs 12 yards to the 36. He's just a sophomore. Later in the drive, Phillips pushes his way ahead for a first down at midfield. Granada continues to milk the clock and grind it out as Phillips dives ahead for another 7 yards. He had 85 yards rushing in the game. Now faced with a 4th and 8 from the 33, Ben Warner passes across the middle to who else? Cody Phillips. He makes the catch at the 20 for a first down, a 13-yard gain, and that seals it. Warner takes a knee. The Matadors run off the final 7 minutes and 17 seconds of the game, and the celebration begins as Granada rallies in the second half to defeat Deer Valley 13-7. Cody Phillips rushes for 85 yards and a touchdown as the Matadors win. Afterwards, the star senior and his head coach credited the offensive line and successfully running the Wildcat as a key to the victory.
It was a great team win. Defense did their job, special teams did their job, line did their job. It was all around great win on our side. I just try my best. I just keep going, don't stop. I just keep going, keep churning. My line, they block amazing. D-line does their job, and I'm able to do my job. It's a lot easier when everyone else does their job the same way and helps out. Everyone contributes to make my job easier.
Offense was not clicking. They had our number on the defensive side with the pressure and the switching and coverage. So we came out in the second half. This formation has worked for us in the past when we needed it. So it's been a part of our identity. And we came out in the second half and said, hey, we're going to roll with it. And the offensive line loves it. The kids love it. So we were able to change momentum just by running the Wildcat pretty much the entire second half. When you got someone like Cody Phillips back there, you just feed him. He's a strong kid. He's a tough kid, hard worker, blue collar. It's just perfect for him. So we just kept feeding him because it was working.
The Matadors will next travel to Hayward to take on the top-seeded Farmers in the semifinals. It's a great job by Phillips, his offensive line, and the defense. They allowed only 7 points in the game and shut out the Wolverines in the second half.
That was fantastic. I mean, when you have an offensive line that controls the ball for the last 7.5 minutes of the game to put the game away, and holding the Wolverines to 7 points, so a great win by Granada.
And we have two other local playoff scores. Turin Dunphy runs for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns as second-seeded Monte Vista gets past number 7 Amador 24-14. And in Division 3, number 3 seed El Cerrito outscores Dublin 14-0 in the second half. They go on to defeat the Gales 24-7, so both Amador and Dublin seasons come to an end, but some really high points and some positive moments for both squads.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at Amador Valley just making it into the tournament, especially getting their guys back, the teams they had to beat late to get in there, so great job by them. And Dublin, you're seeing the improvement in year 2 under Coach Kaufman, making the playoffs. El Cerrito, tough athletic team. That's a tough draw for the Gales, but still to be able to make it there back in the postseason, good sign for the program. And from NCS football, now we're going to go to NCS girls flag football. Foothill taking on San Ramon Valley in the first round of the Division I playoffs. And there you see the Falcons huddling. They're up 7-0 at this point. And we see Bree Olson on the sweep around the left side, picking up positive yardage. Then we see Layla Shore passing in the rollout to Jessica Gadd. Nice job there, but the drive would ultimately stall. So Foothill on defense. And SOV's pass to Camacho was complete, but Haley White was right there with a quick stop. So Foothill still leading 7-0 at the half. So we pick it up third quarter as San Ramon Valley tries to run for the first down, but Jasmine Simmons there with the stop. SRV now continuing to try to go down the field. There's a stop there. Tatum Prineville. But Camacho this time finds Hanya Bose for the touchdown. So we're knotted up at 7 apiece heading in to the fourth quarter. So Foothill would turn the ball over, and that would set things up for Shenandoah Valley. Gia Ryan over the top. Tatum Prineville for the touchdown. Wolves now on top by a score of 13-7. Shenandoah Valley gets the ball back, but a nice sack right there by Ryan. So Foothill would end up getting one last possession late. Layla Shore connects with Jesse Gadd. Falcons driving, trying to tie or take the lead. Shore finds Addie Cortez. Another big gain right there. Falcons driving late. It's 4th and goal from the 11. This snap would be high, and that ultimately would end up ending the game, as you see the teams there afterwards. But San Ramon Valley coming away with a hard-fought victory by a score of 13-7. You see it there. Wolves rally in the second half for the win, trailing 7-0 after the first half. Foothill finishing their season with a final record of 12-8. Nice job there, very competitive, 2 evenly matched teams, and SRV just a little too much on this night.
Yeah, 3 straight winning seasons for the Falcons, so they've really established a very solid program there, doing a really good job. Nearly beat San Ramon Valley twice this season, defeated Granada earlier in the season, so they had a good year. Jasmine Simmons and Claire Young were all EBAL.
And you see it, and they did a good job, both balanced offensively and defensively. A lot of great athletes on that Falcons team.
And we were just getting started with flag football. Up next, we'll see the Granada in action as they take on both Heritage and Las Lomas. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Tri-Valley Sports Final. They were perhaps the area's hottest flag football team the second half of the season. The Granada Matadors finished their regular season by winning 9 of their last 10 games. That streak helped them earn the number 5 seed in the NCS Division I playoffs. There they took on the 4th-seeded Heritage Patriots in the first round. We go out to California High School after the coin flip. Teams wish each other good luck. Granada threatens right away as the EBAL's Offensive Player of the Year, Katie Vale, flips to Giselle Badia for a nice gain. Moments later, Vale rolls to her left and throws to first-team All-EBAL receiver Marin Lineker for the touchdown. Matadors jump on top 6-0. Next possession, Vale. Number 2 gets a block from Bellamy Black and turns it upfield for a few yards. That helps lead to this play as Vale rolls to her right and fires to second-team All-EBAL receiver Isabel Dunn for the score. That increases the lead to 12-0. Granada now goes for the extra point. Vale buys some time and passes to Caitlin Nguyen Schertzer. That makes it 13-0. Second quarter now, Matadors on the march again. Vale passes to Dunn, who's down just short of the goal line. That leads to this play as Vale rolls out and throws across the field to Giselle Badia for the score. That makes it 19-0. The extra point now. Vale looks in the end zone and connects with Victoria Roa. The lead grows to 20-0. Granada would also play outstanding defense. Here, quarterback Lily Brackle has no one open. She is sacked by Badia. She had 2 in the game and 21 for the season. Back on offense, Vale continues to make big plays. Here, passing to Marin Lineker. And moments later, she finds an open Isabel Dunn. Matadors continue to march downfield. Vale connects with Lineker, who's out of bounds at the 5. On the next play, the 2 seniors hook up once again. Vale to Lineker. She keeps her feet inbounds for a 5-yard touchdown. That makes it 26-0. Lineker had 8 catches for 59 yards and 2 TDs. Heritage tries to get on the board before halftime. Heavy pressure by Badia. The pass is intercepted by Liv Lineker. Matadors have the ball deep in Patriot territory, and they take advantage as Vale rolls to her left and throws to Dunn, who races into the end zone. 25-yard score. That makes it 32-0. Dunn had 6 receptions for 76 yards and 2 scores. The extra point now, Vale throws to Marin Lineker. That seals it as Granada rolls past Heritage, 33-0. Katie Vale passes for 212 yards and 5 first-half touchdowns as the Matadors shut out the Patriots. So Granada dominated this one from the start. A very impressive win against a good Heritage team.
Yeah, very good win by Granada, and they were just getting started. You know, this is just the beginning of a very impressive playoff run, because with this win, Granada would advance to the NCS semifinals, where they would face Division I's top seed, the 25-0 Las Lomas Knights. And there you see the Matador faithful on a cool night at Las Lomas High School. Matadors break in the huddle, and we are tied 7-7 in the second quarter. We pick up Katie Vale passing ahead to Bellamy Black. Now we see Vale, this time on the rollout, picking up a few more positive yardage upfield. And then Rail rolling out again. And this time she stops and finds Liv Lineker. Granada continuing to drive. Vale this time passing across the field into traffic, but there is Lineker for the touchdown. Granada goes up at this point 13-7. Now we see on the defensive end, Giselle Badia getting stopped there. Megan Kruger. More defense as Badia again makes the sack on Kruger. And there you see the coach, Jared Mula, with his team still up 13-7 at the half. We pick up the action here. Katie Vale rolling out as she does so successfully, and throws it to Isabella Dunn. Vale under duress, escapes the rush, and again makes the connection with Dunn. Granada moves out across midfield. Here's Vale finding Lineker. So a few more positive yards, but the drive would stall. Livermore would end up, or Granada would end up giving the ball back, but they get the sack right there by Lineker. So now we go into the fourth quarter, and Las Lomas is driving deep into Granada territory after that completion. But look at this nice defensive play. Miley Nguyen making the sack on Kruger. So Granada trying to convert 3rd and long. Vale finds Caitlin Nguyen. A late flag giving Granada a first down. And that eats up more time. There'll only be seconds left by the time Las Lomas got the ball back. A little bit of trickery. It's not going to work. And there you see the final play of the game. Matador players storming the field. What a dramatic win for them. Very exciting. Granada pulling off the major upset. And you see the final score there for the Matadors. Afterwards, both players and coaches said they were excited about the victory.
Just coming into the game, we were so hyped. I mean, we knew exactly what we got to do. We came out. I mean, we scored on our first drive. That was one of the most important things, you know, get that momentum and thing. And I mean, I don't know, we just executed really well, and our defense stood up. It was awesome. For me, it's just like it's my senior year, and I'm trying to lengthen the season as much as I can. I don't want to give it up, and I'm just so proud of everyone. I mean, it's awesome.
We worked really hard, every day after school, and during lunch we'd go into film and just continuously grind and work. With my little sister on the team too, it's just so fun to go to NCS with her and work together, and we have a good group of girls here, and it's just amazing.
We all knew this NCS was going to be really challenging, but we all banded together. We take our free time during school hours to really make sure we're ready for this season. I'm taking extra time to watch over film, extra time staying late to practice, and the bond off the field also creates a stronger bond onto the field. All of us together really helps with the season. these last 3 years playing with all these girls, like I do it for them.
As the stakes get higher, it's don't get tight and just play fast and loose has kind of been our message to them with the quick turnaround. And at this point in the season, coaches are cheerleaders. We just try to put them in positions to be successful and then turn them loose and have confidence. So they did that tonight. I mean, showed up in really big moments. They know what to do, and it was a full team win, even with the punt at the end down to the one, really sort of giving us an opportunity to close out the game.
Granada would advance to the finals, where unfortunately they would drop a hard-fought 14-7 decision to San Ramon Valley. But still a great season for the Matadors, and what a great win against an undefeated Los Lobos squad.
Yeah, really impressive. Great year by them. First NCS finals game that they played in, and 3 players that we heard from were all EBAL selections.
Yeah, well-deserved and a great run there by Granada. We'll be back with more, including our Tri-Valley Sports Final Athletes of the Week, right after these messages, so please stay with us.
Our Tri-Valley Sports Final Athletes of the Week are Granada flag football quarterback Katie Vale and Granada wide receiver Marin Lineker. The EBAL's offensive MVP, Vale passed for over 4,300 yards and 49 touchdowns. She also ran for nearly 600 yards and 4 additional scores. Lineker, meanwhile, caught 102 passes for 1,300 yards and 23 total touchdowns. She also led the team with 97 tackles and had 3 sacks. She was a 2-time first-team All-EBAL selection. For their excellence on the gridiron, Granada's Katie Vale and Marin Lineker are our Tri-Valley Sports Final Athletes of the Week. Congratulations to them, and on our next show, we'll have more NCS football as Granada takes on Hayward in the Division IV semifinals over the hill in Hayward.
Yeah, first off, just about Vale and Lineker, that's a special connection right there. I mean, that's going to be one. I know the sport's relatively new, but that's going to go down as one of the all-time great quarterback passing duos. And yeah, that Granada-Hayward matchup is going to be an exciting one, especially, again, we'll see if that Granada offensive line can control a very good Hayward squad. Hayward having a remarkable year. It should be a good contest.
And we're also going to have NCS girls water polo action. We'll see both the Dublin Gales and the Amador Valley Dons in action. Both teams had outstanding years.
Yeah, I mean, Dublin, a historic season, only the 4th year in the program's existence, making it all the way into NCS. Amador Valley strong each and every year, and it's exciting to see both of them competing at the highest levels.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Tri-Valley Sports Final. For Tim Sobrani, I'm Ian Bartholomew. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.